Welcome to the Prem Pulse Podcast with your host Neil Samra, a long-time West Ham fan, and Barry O'Brien, a retro 80s Arsenal supporter. How you doing, me old mugger?
Hello, mate. Good to see you. Welcome back to the show, everybody. What are we doing on
Boom.
this episode, Mr. Samaru? What are we talking about today?
Well, I think the main focus, as we're still moving towards the beginning of the season, and I just found that the Premiership doesn't even start until like middle of August or something like that.
Yeah, another couple of weeks yet.
Ages to go, isn't it?
Yep.
So transfers, basically, what's been going on in the transfer market? Some big moves has recently occurred, and some other strange ones, and there's some transfer gossip, basically.
A bit of transfer gossip. Yeah, exactly. Just a short show today. Got places to go, people to see,
Money to make.
money to make. Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
YouTube shorts to do, haven't you? So anybody who's not been looking at our YouTube channel, if you're just listening on Spotify, go over to YouTube and check out our channel. We've got a Neil Samaru show with some shorts. Talking about fantasy football. So anybody that's interested in having a fantasy football team for the upcoming season, you can get some tips from us on Nordic players. Obviously, our show is featuring and focusing on players in the Premier League from the Nordics. So check those out, and on TikTok as well, and Instagram. Not so much Instagram, but we're doing pretty good business on TikTok these days, aren't we? A couple of thousand
Yeah,
views for each clip and stuff. So
but it's good.
shout out to our social media manager.
Barry,
Uh,
you said that the Neil sandwich. It's because you forced me to do it, man. I was thinking last
well,
night, where's Barry going to come on these
we did a
shorts?
vote who's the most handsome, and you won. So I had to give up the
Really? Is that what our viewers is it?
I had to
Or is
give
that the
up
listeners so they can't even see what
throne
you look like?
the blind people did a vote. They they liked you more. But getting down to business, football. Let's start with Arsenal, shall we? Lost a midweek friendly, and played Real Betis. I don't know if you saw any of that, but we lost 3-1. A couple of bangers, but it was a good mix of youth and senior players getting just run out. They've been playing a few more games, and it was over in Ireland. I don't know if you know this, Neil, or anybody listening, but
In
it was 3-1
Dublin,
to
mate.
them. Sorry,
In Dublin.
in Dublin, yeah, and
Yeah, Aviva Stadium.
yeah, exactly. It wasn't cheap. Looked into it actually. It was like 80 quid a ticket or something, so it wasn't cheap. So it was packed with Arsenal fans, but I feel a bit sorry for them because obviously turned out, and
Got
Arsenal
battered.
players all looked a bit, yeah, pretty much, yeah, got battered. Had a few half chances, but no, it was like half time. Loads of the youth team come on, and it was a good mix. But Kepa did what Kepa does, and one of the goals flapped his hands at a cross, and guy poked it in at the back post. So still not
He's
convinced by
the
him. Obviously, can't wait
new
for Raya to come back.
Flapiansky, is he?
Yeah, he's on a par, mate. He's on a par. But hopefully Raya comes back and doesn't get injured all season. Otherwise, we're going to be banging trouble. Um,
Still time in the transfer window, though, mate.
well, we got that guy from Leeds, right? The former kind of French under 21 guy.
Mate, he was
Um,
decent,
don't
when
ask
he
me
was.
his name, but he's actually played pretty well in the two games he's come on. He's made a couple of good saves, so maybe he will overtake Kepa in the hierarchy. But yeah, he used to be Leeds' first choice keeper, but he made
Yeah,
a few
and he was
boo
good.
boos back in the day for Leeds, and fans lost confidence. So we got him on a free. So yeah, so as I say, he was French under 21 keeper for a while. So at some point he's been good.
Just
So
like
maybe
Kepa, who went for like how much money?
70 mil in it to
It's
Chelsea or something.
crazy, isn't it? When
Yeah,
you
it was
think about
crazy.
it.
But he's always been rubbish at long shots, and that's what he got caught out with in this game. So
Question. I have a question,
yeah,
which will allow you to continue about your update about Arsenal's dreadful performance. Um,
that's pretty much it. I
wait,
don't want to get wrapped up into
yeah.
it
Did you
because it's not
watch
been a
it?
great week.
Wait, did you watch it? And where did you watch it?
It was it. Actually, it was on YouTube because there's been some issues with the Arsenal website where they stream the matches, and it was put on YouTube for
For
free.
free.
Yeah, so I just
See, West Ham, right? They're just dodgy, man. Like, maybe we're desperate for cash because they want you to pay a fiver.
well,
Fiver.
yeah, Arsenal did. Arsenal sold a package actually for because we've got four preseason games, and they sold it for a tenner basically. So it's a pretty good deal. But then the actual, to watch it through the app, and or through the website, Arsenal website. But it's something's happened with the text not working, so they had to refund everybody and just I think they're putting them on YouTube. So
Dodgy Arsenal. So you watch it for free eventually.
yeah, yeah,
Or you going to pay?
we did pay, so
Oh,
we've got a
damn.
refund. Yeah, so we bought it to start with, and but
To watch that rubbish?
got a refund. I like to see him, see the
No,
new
I'm joking.
new
I'm joking.
recruits. Um,
Talking about new recruits.
we've got a new signing. Well, we've got one and we've lost one, right? So talking about the two Brazilians, and yeah, so obviously we've got Bruno Guimarães is coming through from Newcastle, and we got him for I think about 75 million is the rumor. Um,
How much? 29-year-old? Or 28?
bargain, mate, bargain. Um,
Damn, Barry, sorry, it's funny, right? It's a bargain when Arsenal pay the money, but if another team, it'd be like, how much? He's not worth that. Now the Arsenal fans, oh, it was a steal, 75 million for a
getting
29-year-old.
Newcastle's captain for
Yeah.
that money in this market, absolute bargain.
No, I'll be honest, and I'll let you continue about your thoughts about Guimaraes. He's a good player. Um, and we spoke about it briefly. But so tell me, absolute bar got Newcastle. What's he going to offer? What's he going to offer, and where's he going to fit in the Arsenal?
Well, he's stat wise, he's very good, obviously, at breaking lines, which is something we need, particularly when teams like West Ham come and park the bus, and we need somebody to get through the wall of lumps that's standing our way. So he's very good at that. It's not particularly pacey, actually, but I just think, yeah, a good combination of him and Declan Rice, and
Zubimendi.
yeah, so yeah, I don't know if I don't know what the combos will be, but could be Zubimendi and him to start with as Rice kind of recovers from the World Cup, the long season. I mean, Zubimendi didn't play much in the World Cup, so he should be all right. But
Can
Miles
I add?
Lewis-Skelly as well, of course.
Can I add something here? So when I read about the whole Guimaraes going to Arsenal thing, at the end of last season, they said in this article that Zubimendi, they kind of had to like bring him out because he was knackered.
It did. That's why Miles Lewis-Skelly went into midfield. Yeah,
Yeah.
it worked out well in the end. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, he did play, I think, the most minutes in the team actually, Zubimendi, and he's just not used to that over in Spain either. So yeah, so it had to be done. But yes, obviously we got Guimaraes, which is exciting, and we lost out on Vini Jr., who obviously ended up staying at Real Madrid, which was a shame. But yeah,
Dude, right, right.
probably not
But
good
look,
enough for Arsenal. Let's be honest.
yeah. The last episode, you were like, "Come on, Vinny," you know what I mean? That would be a proper marquee signing, showing your real intent.
It
And we'll
would be,
come
wouldn't
back
it?
to
Yeah,
that
it would be.
in a moment. I wonder if the agents are playing.
Losing your voice, mate. Where you gone?
Hey, I wonder if the
You
manager.
lost your voice there for a minute.
Oh, my back though. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
My boy, can you hear me on the microphone? What's that
yeah, I
two?
can hear you now. Yeah.
That I wonder if the agents were messing about with to try to get him that deal. So that in talks with Arsenal, but it was never really going to happen.
Ah, of course they would be. Yeah, of course they would be. Business, isn't it? I mean, you go in with we've got this other option. It's offering X, Y, and Z. Match it or at least improve on what you'd offered us previously. But yeah, I mean, the guy's not Arsenal level, is he? Let's be honest. He ain't won anything for a while. He probably wouldn't have fitted in with our style of play. So we'll um we'll stick with Martinelli and
You're
be happy.
Jesus. The brilliant
Saved
Martin.
ourselves saved ourselves all that money.
Yeah, but maybe
No,
Jesus
I don't
will
know.
come.
In all seriousness, sorry.
Maybe Jesus, like Gabriel, will turn up.
Jesus has been linked with a move away, right, to Napoli. There's that being rumoured today. Yeah, he's on over. I think we mentioned last time he's on over 200 grand a week,
Ooh.
pounds. So that would be a big chunk off the wage bill if we can move him on. And he doesn't really contribute a lot either. To me, just runs around a lot. Occasionally, kind of puts one in, but he won't be missed. So we'll see what happens next with Arsenal. But yeah, it's been an interesting week, and we've got Dortmund at the weekend in London, so that'll be an interesting test as well.
Oh, have you?
So looking forward to
What
that.
day? What day's that?
We
This
do.
friendly.
I don't know if I can't remember if it's Saturday or Sunday, but in the Emirates Cup.
Because I was going to say, you were saying to
So
me on air, right, just before we came on air, that you got West Ham Portsmouth on Saturday afternoon, QPR Millwall an hour earlier, right? And then if
Yeah.
Arsenal play Dortmund
I think
in
it's
London,
Sunday though, I think.
ooh, that's going to be a lot of football fans, London
Yeah,
football
we said
fans.
Roma as well in or in down at Brighton, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's a few fans around, but London's all right. It's made for it, isn't it? Um, but talking of transfers, obviously Rodri from Man City is in the news at the moment as well, isn't it? Been linked with Real Madrid, but there's some thoughts and insights that they're not going to be able to afford it because they've obviously signed Monday, and with no money coming in for Vinicius Jr., they're not going to have the dosh to buy Rodri. So Rodri's now being linked with Barcelona, which is quite a shock.
I
What's your
wonder,
thoughts?
I wonder how much he's going to go for then. How much Barcelona will stump up for Rodri, and if
Yeah, this I haven't
yeah.
actually seen any rumours on the pricing, but I mean, again, he's getting a little bit older, isn't he? Been a bit injury prone, so I
He's
don't know if that
29, 30 actually, because
that'd be
one of the
massive money.
one of the guys who Argentinian fan here in Stockholm said to me, "Oh, the only reason we lost, I think I mentioned this, was because Spanish team are really young and we're Argentinian team are really old." I said it wasn't all the kicking and pushing and the fact that you didn't have any shots on goal, that you didn't weren't any good.
Yeah,
Talking about the youngster, and he said, "Yeah, but Rodri's only like early 20s." I said, "He's like 30, mate." So again, he's won a lot at
yeah.
City, so why not go to try your hand at another team?
No, exactly. So that'd be an interesting one to follow. What else is on your list then? Who's moved? There's a couple of
Well,
smaller ones, aren't there? Bournemouth, I think, signed someone, and
that's right. You said Bournemouth so bought what's his name? Sanchez from Seville for 11 million. James Trafford
yeah,
went
that's an interesting
from
one.
Man City to
Leeds.
Leeds for 40 plus million or something like
Yeah, good, but he needs game time, right? He didn't play that much last season for City. Obviously, he was second choice keeper, and yeah, I think he needs that week in, week out. He'll be busy at Leeds as well, right?
that. Exactly.
He'll have stuff to do. But they'll press on.
Yeah. But that's big
But
money, isn't it? That Leeds have splashed
40
out for
million for a
keeper.
keeper.
What you
Yeah, I
need.
like him though. I do see him as England's kind of natural, um, next goalie after Pickford. So
I agree.
and that's good for him to get there. Seen him interviewed a few times as well. Seems like a nice lad. He's like a farmer's son, isn't he? I don't you ever seen him? He's quite like a kind of simple lad and likes his football. And they say to him, "Oh, what would you do if you weren't a footballer?" And he's like, "I'd be working on the farm with my dad." Like he's got that kind of energy
Nice.
about him. But big, yeah, big, tall guy, a very tall goalkeeper as well. So yeah, fingers crossed it goes well for him. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. I think he should be England's next number one as well. And then moving on swiftly, we think we touched on it again last episode, but this has now been confirmed that Fulham have purchased those two Real Madrid youngsters.
right,
Gonzalez
interesting.
and another one. So they've gone to follow Arbiola
Yep,
to Fulham from Real Madrid. And
yep.
then, mate, Salah.
Mm.
Everyone thought he would be going to Saudi, but then
Saudi,
there
didn't
was
they?
talk about Besiktas,
Yeah.
and Besiktas couldn't stump up the money for that either because of financial issues. And then, shall I have a go at pronouncing this, or should you have a go at just pronouncing
Nah,
the
you go for it, mate. For the entertainment value,
Trabzonspor?
perfect. Any Turkish listeners, please feel free to correct Mr. Samaru on that awful pronunciation.
Yeah, you could expect nothing less from me as well. But yeah, that's
Yeah, I think
massive.
that's a surprise. Nobody would have picked that team out, leaving Liverpool. Obviously, a good. I did see a guy saying that they're a fairly big team in Turkey. Obviously, crazy kind of fans and stuff over their passion. So it'd be good experience. But
It's not an Istanbul team. It's in the
no,
northeast of
no,
Turkey. So you got Galatasaray, Fenerbahçe,
yeah,
Beşiktaş. They're the three big
yeah,
clubs, and there's another one that I think partly owned by Erdogan and his mates as well, which has grown. But yeah, so that's mad that he's gone there. Uh,
yeah. It's just like a 2-year contract, though, wasn't it? So apparently it's probably a big money maker. So he'll stick there for a couple of years and then go somewhere else, won't he?
Just to add to this, Turkish football have brought in players, okay, at the end of their career, whether it's Schneider, Drogba, and other players have gone.
Yeah,
play in Turkey for that Galatasaray. But this, I think, is the biggest transfer you could say for Turkish football. And he was
yeah,
mobbed at the
impressive.
airport as well. So
Mm,
good luck to Mr. Mo Salah.
absolutely. And what else has been happening? Anything else exciting? You were talking to me earlier about Chelsea, weren't you? Saying that obviously Welbeck's definitely signed now, and they've also. I don't know if Henderson's done. I haven't seen any confirmation
Yeah,
on.
I think he's there now. Yeah,
Is
yeah,
he? So
definitely.
that's not. I haven't seen that. I saw that. There's who's the striker? Pedro.
Neto.
No, who's the main striker? Centre forward.
Oh. The Brazilian.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking
yeah.
about.
Forgot his name. He's signed a new contract, right?
Seven, an extension. He actually signed an extension last season. Now he's signed an even
Oh,
bigger
really?
extension, I think. Yeah. So they just want to keep hold of him then.
Yeah.
7 years. He's going to be there. I think he's 23. So be there till he's 30. That's
Mm.
the
No,
goal.
excellent. But they got Mudrik back. Mudrik, the Ukrainian who was out for a couple of years after that ban for doping, which is interesting. I was reading up on that, and they've said that they've actually changed the guidelines on now on what he was found guilty of. If it was today, he wouldn't be found guilty of it. I actually know what it was that kind of he took, but apparently, it was not intentional. But um, something to do with like his lungs or something, lung capacity or something, wasn't it? There's a
Yeah,
story. Do
mate.
you know?
Yeah. So it wasn't like
But
cortisone or some anabolic steroid or something. It was something, some other obscure thing. Yeah.
yeah,
That does ring a bell, what you say,
and they
actually.
said the amount that was found in his system nowadays, they've changed the ruling. It wouldn't be considered as as something to ban him for. So that was quite interesting. I think
Wow. Interesting.
um,
Yeah.
he's back, and we'll see whether he stays with Chelsea or or gets a
He,
loan out or something. Because apparently he's been
he
like obviously training and stuff over the time, but different to match fitness, isn't it?
he played in the midweek as well. It's his first competitive minutes since
Okay.
September 2024. So he did come on and as a sub in one of their friendlies. I can't remember who it was against, but I know that Spurs and Chelsea were in Australia or
The
something like
João
that.
Pedro, going back to the previous thing, that's his name, isn't it? The Chelsea
That's the
striker.
guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well done, well done.
Comes back seriously. It's a bit slow, but it comes back eventually. We said Pedro, but we said Pedro Neto.
Who there are talk about maybe him being bought by somebody.
Man City, wasn't it?
City, yeah.
Yeah, Man City, Pedro Neto. Yeah, there's been a few kind of rumours about him being linked with Arsenal as well, because Arsenal seem to have this tradition of taking a Chelsea player every summer.
Chelsea rejects.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So yeah, you're right. He could be on the move as well, but we'll see what Arsenal do next. Can be interesting. I think we're still looking at a centre back, and obviously still looking at another left winger now that we're not getting Vini. So there's still some business to be done, I think.
But there's loads of time left as well because it goes what to the 1st of September or something like that.
Yeah, I think something like that. Yeah.
So I'm just worried about West Ham losing more players and not getting the players that we're after because obviously he wants to play in the championship. So obviously the big one was Sassy, who we'd like to get back, but I think he's asked to wait a week or two before making the decision. And let's talk about him going to Palace because obviously Lacroix
Yeah.
to where did Lacroix go again? We mentioned it last episode.
Chelsea.
Chelsea, yes, it as well. So maybe here go the opposite direction as well, which would be gutting as well. So, talking about West Ham, we bought a player, a 34-year-old free agent from Brighton. So there's a Premiership kind of connection with West Ham, just to get West Ham in there.
Yep.
Ugh. To bring in that experience and
Well,
leadership qualities he has. And
yep.
he played tons of games for Ajax and then has 6 years at Brighton and then was released, obviously, 34. So top signing by West Ham.
And you're kicking off this weekend, as you said. You got Portsmouth in the Carabao or
I don't know. This was
EFL Cup. I don't know if it's have they
EFL.
lost the sponsorship. I mean, because on everywhere it seems to just be saying EFL Cup, doesn't it?
I don't, I don't know. That's why I just questioned myself. So I asked Barry I asked you. I was like, Barry, Is it like the
What is
Carabao
that?
Cup? Because nowadays it's called the
Is that a
EFL Cup.
trophy for championship teams only?
Yeah, exactly. Who knows? Maybe.
That's the
As
EFL
well.
trophy. There's some, but I don't think your guys are in that. I think it's
Yeah,
lower
but
league.
that game's on. Or actually, all of those games are being shown live on Swedish TV. So I'll be watching that tomorrow at
Nice.
4 p.m. kickoff.
Yeah.
Um,
Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. And
we'll
you got
see.
some ownership change, haven't you? Didn't that go through the
Oh, mate, we're just such a soap opera. It's ridiculous, man. So this
it's
Amanda
literally
Staveley
EastEnders,
came.
isn't it?
Oh, it is EastEnders. Amanda Staveley came in and wanted to buy. I think her name is Vanessa Gold, the daughter of the previous owner who passed away. Took over 25.1% of shares. Originally was going to be bought by Kretinsky, the Czech billionaire who owns Royal Mail, and I talked about this briefly. But now it's got to go to some kind of system where the current shareholders should have the option first to buy the Vanessa Gold shares before any left of remaining shares go to open sale kind of thing. I'm simplifying it as
Yeah.
well.
I thought
So
there was something with the
Kretinsky,
Sullivans, though, wasn't there?
and there was something about Sullivan. I don't know. There's like maybe court case going to come up, and
Yeah. I mean,
maybe
I read something about this lady who was involved with Newcastle buying the shares off of the Sullivan family. So the Sullivans sell the whole lot and
blimey.
she buys the full stake from them or something. That's
And
what I
then she promising to build a new stadium and everything else, and
mm,
all these promises, that they make, like West Ham going to the London Stadium is going to be the best ground for football, blah blah blah. Worst
mm,
football ground in the football league probably for atmosphere, and it's definitely not a football stadium.
mm.
So it's interesting what's happened at West Ham. It's just like I said, it's just a drama, just depressing. But it shouldn't affect the transfers, they say. But we sold, like we mentioned in a previous podcast, that young. No, we haven't actually. We spoke about it. So young Potts has
Yeah.
gone to FC Bruges for 10
Yeah.
million.
He's the son of the famous legend, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah. Steve Potts. So that's a bit gutting to see your youngsters leaving. But there you go, it happens, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
previous week, Callum Marshall went to Luton. He's gone on to Club Bruges, which is, like you mentioned, good club,
Yeah.
and
Champions
chat
League
in
level club.
Europe and everything. So
Yeah.
mm,
Ah.
we will see. But nothing happening on the transfer front for West Ham, to be honest with you, as
No, a
yet.
few rumours all around, isn't it? A few rumours all around, but nothing much big happening. Well, Bruno Guimarães to Arsenal is big. That's probably the biggest one
It's,
of the week, isn't it?
it is actually as well. So, like I said, still lots of things to happen
Yeah.
um, as well. So, yeah, like I said, our
Cool.
transfer special episode, you could call it.
Yeah, absolutely. And make sure everybody that's listening and you follow us, as I said before, on your social media platforms of choice, on TikTok, on YouTube, Instagram, and we'll catch you on the next episode. So thanks for tuning in today. And cheers, Neil, for another good session. And I look forward to seeing more of your YouTube shorts as you hit the road to stardom. Next stop, Hollywood Boulevard, right? Star on the
Yeah, exactly.
Hollywood Walk of Fame.
The next James Bond.
Could be, could be. Right. Thanks for listening, everybody. See you soon. Bye
Cheers,
bye.
mate. Bye bye.